All relationships eventually fade. In the end, only yourself remains. This year I turned 60. More than ever, I've grown used to walking alone, drinking tea alone, listening to the rain alone. Sometimes, when I look at my children through a video call or see old friends fall silent in our group chats, I suddenly understand a truth. All relationships eventually fade. In the end, only yourself remains. This isn't a lament of loneliness. It's a peace that settles after the waves of time. Life brings us through noise and warmth, but in the end, teaches us how to quietly sit with ourselves. Childhood. Relationships are the whole world. In childhood, we are completely dependent on others. Parents are our entire universe. Their embrace is safety. Their smile is sunshine. Confucius said, "Filial piety and fraternal respect are the roots of virtue." In Chinese culture, family is the foundation of our early being and character. These early bonds are pure and absolute. As long as someone is near, we are content, glowing like a little sun. Adolescence relationships mark the edge of awakening. As we grow into adolescence, we begin to recognize the separation between self and the world. We become sensitive, defiant, and hungry for understanding. Friendships feel more important than anything else. A friend's words, a shared experience, they leave deep marks on our hearts. We start learning that relationships are not just about receiving, they're mirrors that help us see ourselves. Though we didn't know then, many people are just passing companions in our journey. Youth relationships are a driving force. In youth, we are full of fire, brave in love, bold in loyalty. We believe the ones who walk with us will never leave. But as Confucius said, "When three walk together, I'm sure to find a teacher among them." Every relationship is a lesson. Whether they stay or go, each person helps us grow. Midlife, relationships become complex and fragile. In midlife, relationships shift from passion to responsibility. We juggle roles, dutiful children, devoted parents, committed spouses, dedicated workers. Friends become fewer, trust becomes harder, and time grows tight. People say midlife is like a station, no one ahead, no one behind. That quiet isn't loneliness, it's transformation. Midlife teaches us pleasing others can't compare to completing yourself. Depending on others can't replace inner strength. Old age, when all else fades, you return to yourself. Only in old age do we truly understand the ones we loved, the friends who once laughed with us. Even the familiar voices, they all drift away like the tide. Let your children live their own lives. Don't become a beast of burden for them. This old Chinese saying feels more real now than ever. We must let go of our attachments. Not chase permanence, but embrace the moment and care for ourselves. This isn't bitterness. This is clarity. When you no longer fear solitude, you have finally found yourself whole. 4 lessons for the young. 1. Cherish your relationships, but don't cling to them. Like water, relationships nourish you, but aren't meant to last forever. 2. Learn early to be alone with yourself. Solitude isn't suffering. It's the beginning of maturity. Become your own best companion. 3. Protect the light inside you. No matter how deep your bonds, never lose yourself in others. 4. Seek within, not without. True happiness isn't something given. It's something you grow from within. Conclusion. Life is a thick book, from dependence to independence, from heat to stillness, each page filled with connection and farewell. But remember, You are both the writer and the reader of that book. May you, in every stage of life, treasure those who walk with you, but never forget to walk your own path. And in the end, may you say with gentle certainty, "Thankfully, I've always had myself.